Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to yet another episode of My PI Dream. Today is Friday, and it is build day 174. Yes, it is build day 174 on the construction schedule out at FELIZ. And today I hope it's going to be a continuation, but with better weather. Of course, you know, look at the blue skies up there. We got some clouds, some blue skies. Who knows what it's going to be? And hi, good morning. How are you today? So anyway, today I'm roofing tiles in the basement, CR, plaster coat. And what else? Oh, roofing. Oh, I already said roofing. And that's what hey, good morning. Those are some big shoes you got right there. Let me see those shoes. I think are those your shoes, or are those your sister's shoes? Let me see. I think I'm out of camera. Maybe I have one. There you go. See you later. Bye. Good morning. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. You half awake? Hey. I didn't see you over there. Yeah, give this to, here you go, Mark. Hey. So anyway, I don't know where I was, but I know hopefully we're gonna have a productive day, and hopefully we don't get any rain, and we get one day closer to getting a roof on Villa FELIZ. So anyway, let's get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning. Fish. Oh. Oh, those are live. Oh yeah. Fish. Oh, look at there. They're good fish. They are flopping around. Look at that. You know that's fresh fish there. Good morning. How are you? Oh, what do you have there? You have a teddy bear? What is that? Or a lion or something? Look at that. That's so beautiful. Bye, sweetie. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Have fun today. Magandang umaga, Michelle. How are you? How are you today? Huh?
You're early today.
I'm on time today. It's not early. It's on time today. How are you today?
I'm good.
Oh, where is your husband?
Public market.
Oh, what's today? Today's Friday. Oh, today's wash day, isn't it?
Yes.
You're gonna do wash later on? All right. When he comes in and relieves you? Okay. I'm getting in early today. I think we got good weather, and the roofing crew came in early yesterday.
Oh, really?
And they worked through the rain. Even when it was raining, they were at the end of the day. So.
Good for you.
Well, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction based on the way it feels. My body is going to be a barometer today, and even though we have some clouds up there, I'm going to say no rain all day today and a productive day. Let's see at the end of the day if my prediction is actually accurate and my internal barometer is functioning properly. So anyway, I would like to do an update, and the update is on my family in Tortola, British Virgin Islands. Received notice today that they successfully were able to make their transportation arrangements, although they haven't left yet. They were on a delay. The first flight out that they had, for some reason, it got postponed. Good morning.
Oh, yeah, good morning.
I'm good. How was your head today? Your head okay? Okay. So that's my neighbor. He looked a little rough when he came in last night. So anyway, my family in the British Virgin Islands. Anyway, they have confirmed itinerary, and I think they're going to be in Puerto Rico on either Sunday or Monday. All I know is I believe they're going to be here on Tuesday, which that works good for me because my induction sticker on my vehicle, which is my license plate, ends in a 2, and if it ends in a 2, a 1 and a 2, is you're not allowed to drive in Manila or Metro Manila, Makati area on Mondays. So if they come in on Tuesday, it's great. It means that I can pick them up with no issues or anything like that. And it all depends on what time of day it is as well. So anyway, good news from a bad situation, but I think we're going to get those guys over here and get them situated back into the Philippines again, and I'm happy about that. And I also want to thank all of you for all your concerns and comments of my family, and also all the other families that are displaced and affected by the storms here in the Philippines, and the storms in the U.S. and Caribbean as well. So I want to thank you very much for those. And I know my family, they don't have time right now to be watching my videos, and they don't have time to be reading the comments, but later on I know they'll look at it and they will be thankful for the blessings that were passed their ways. Well, anyway, everything started this morning. You can see that the roofing crew, it was 8:13, and they were already up on building, which means they probably got here maybe, I don't know what time, but they got here earlier than they did yesterday, which that's another good progressive step. And also we have a couple of new faces here, and these folks are the two tilers I was telling you about, and they'll be working down in the basement today. So we have additional crew members here for building. Alright, so I'm going to get Bahay Kubo set up my office, look at the comments, read some emails, and try to take care of business. I'm still working on those colors. I still don't, out of those like 1,000 color patterns that my builder gave me, that thick chunk of color options inside with those templates inside there, but some of them were close, and we're getting closer to what we want for some of our finishes. The extra tilers there, I guess they didn't get the direction yet from my builder, and they're probably waiting on him to come in so he can tell them exactly what he wants them to do. It's kind of strange the way when you have a crew that works with each other all the time, they know what their patterns are, but when you have new people coming online, even though you have a foreman, for some reason information doesn't get passed on to anybody that's new. Well, they will get started soon. And I think when my builder comes here, and then we'll have 2 extra people, but we're already burned an hour's worth of daylight here, and just sitting there smoking cigarettes. Okay, so I just received a text message from my builder because I asked him, I said, did you guys give them instructions to get started? They are not the tilers. I thought they were the tilers. I don't think there is tilers. I think that's a fictitious term around here, tilers that are coming in after the fact. I think our guys are going to be doing all the tiling. So these guys, I think they're diggers that will be digging the driveway that gets us from the street down into the basement. I think that's what their job is. He said something about digging for the basement. And there's 2 things that need to be done digging for the basement. We have to dig around, we have to dig the trench all around the outside where we can put the gravel down, we can put the perforated pipe for the drainage. Remember our drainage solution. And we need our driveway dug. So it's one of those 2, or maybe both. More on that. It's going to be exciting though if it's the driveway. So we'll see. So anyway, they are mixing some concrete today, and this is for the remainder of, I think we have 1 footer left for the fence on the east side of the house, which is over here. I'm going to try to peek over here and see what these guys are doing. And then I saw them also bring out the forms for the columns, and they will be doing the form work and building columns or the fence post on this side as well. I don't know which one. This was just poured over here. That was poured yesterday, so we only had a couple, 1 or 2 that had to be poured over on this side. And they have the formwork from the old, when they were doing the columns up on the back side over there. So I expect to see, I think we have 3. They built 3, and it will probably take them 3 or 4 days. And then all of the columns will be done on this side. Then they will start the concrete hollow block, just like they have done on that side as well. So fence is moving quite fast in this area. Well, anyway, I got a lot of people asking questions about why is it taking the roofing team so long. Well, the thing is, the roofing team has a lot of intricate stuff that they've got to do. You saw those angle iron brackets that they're using to sure up all of the C-purlins on the roof. I kind of did a rough calculation. I went up there, and I would say they have a minimum of 250 of those angle iron brackets that they have to do to go from the truss work to the C-purlin, and all day long. That's all they've been doing all day long, every single day for probably the last week. So you can see why, and that's all of these pieces. But the ones that they're working on, it's the second one down there. You can't see it from here. I can't get over there. They've got a lot of those to do. Anyway, I think today is going to be a repeat of yesterday a little bit. Remember in the afternoon, around 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, we got that rain. Well, my barometer might have been, my internal barometer might have been a little bit off today. And I should know that we have a pattern here, and that pattern is at the end of every day around 2-3 o'clock. It seems like every day we get those westerly winds that are coming in, and they bring some clouds and some rain. We had some thunder boomers earlier, but I'm hoping that it'll pass and we can make it through the end of today without any rain. The guys, I don't want them to be interrupted because they're getting ready to do the mixing. I think they'll be fine no matter, even if we do get some rain. They're going to be doing the mixing over there, and we have 3 columns that they're going to pour for the fence columns. 2 of them back there, and 1 in the very front corner of the house where the electricity is going to actually come in on that same fence pole. So they need to get those. Those are the first 3 that will be poured on the east side of the house. One day. Something I asked my builder to do today is to cut the bottoms off of these door jambs. You see we trimmed it, now we're above the concrete inside here. Because what was happening, these were sitting on the concrete and you got all this loose stuff and they're tied up against it, and this is acting like a wick. It doesn't get an opportunity to dry, and then what'll happen is you'll get wood rot down inside there. This wouldn't be a problem if we had a roof, but we don't have a roof right now, so we have to make accommodations. Well, anyway, you're saying to yourself, oh, now you got a big hole, you got a big gap underneath there. What you got to realize is we have about 5 centimeters of concrete and tile and all that's going to be going, and it's going to end up being up around right around here. So they're still going to have to cut even more off, so that's not a big deal. We just want to get it up off the ground. So something else I want to talk about today. I made a change proposal request for the wall and the tin works that are going to be done inside the great room. You see that column right there that goes across? So that's really not a column. That is the secret gutter. And you see there's a downspout over there, and there's a downspout right there. No downspout there. There used to be, but there isn't anymore. So anyway, what I proposed, the original way of hiding these, they were going to put tin works there. They were going to do like a false little enclosure, a box that goes up underneath there. Basically what it would have looked like, it would have looked like that column, but dropped down almost twice the size on there against the wall. I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about how we did the master bedroom. So what I propose is we don't box anything on the beam, and what we do, we make that and that, and we'll make a false feature, but we'll do a feature inside there, something like a pergola kind of a design or some kind of design. And we have to do the same thing on the opposite side. We'll make a box. This will be boxed up here using the tin works and the ceiling material, and it will look identical to this one. That way it will be the same on both sides. But now what we've done is we've saved all that area above the archway of both of the windows inside there. Had we not done that, we would have lost all that space and that wall space up there, and we would have made the ceiling look even smaller in that corner. So what we've done, we've opened up some space inside there. Then you're going to say, oh, didn't you say something a while back that you're going to be putting lights in those boxes? Well, we were going to put lights in those boxes, but the thing is, you can still put lights in your cathedral ceiling up here. At the very edge, they go in an angle, but the lights can be adjusted, and we'll put them along that line, and we'll put them along that line, and we put those up and coming down also. So we have the option of putting all the lights in the ceiling itself, and it actually looks really good. Is this your yard now? Something I didn't mention today when we were over here and we saw the roofing team doing the welding is what they were welding over here actually was the eaves. You see the material here, right here, all these pieces right here, these are the eaves, and the eaves are the very edge, the outside of your roofing that you attach your soffit to. And your soffit is the pieces of roofing material that will go up underneath here, and you'll have vents inside there, and you use the vent to obviously to cool off your roof so it doesn't radiate down inside your house. So that was an advancement that we had today with the roofing guys. Well, back up here working on the cathedral ceiling inside the master bedroom. It would have probably already been done today, but they broke their drill bits, and my builder had to go out and get some more drill bits so they can continue. So I imagine that this will be done tomorrow. They have more tin work that have to be done, and you can see it's done exactly the way we were defining it yesterday. And we'll have a small flat portion in the very center right there, and that's where we will attach the ceiling fan right in the center, wherever the center is, where we are going to put the bed. Oh, so as you can see, it's way past quitting time. And the reason it's way past quitting time, and I am here now instead of at quitting time or just before quitting time, is because I just had another talk with my builder. So one of the things that I prioritize is the fact that you should always be on site, or have somebody proxy for you on site, or make sure that you know what's going on, because it's very difficult when things come up, when situations come up, and you're not here, or somebody responsible and is responsible for you and the way you think is there representing you. So remember, on the front of the house where we have that window by the master bathroom, yesterday we made a call to move it to the right and move it up just a little bit, and we're starting to, all this is being affected, and it's being driven by the roof design on here. And regardless of what happened from the original drawings to where we are right now, and I think it has a lot to do with some other changes when we put the secret gutter inside there, and the spacing of the sea purlins and things like that. It's a ripple effect. Anytime you do something, you always have to look, if I change something here, how does this affect it later on down the road? And we've seen that several times, and normally you can mitigate. And that's what we tried to do with the window on the front of the house. We tried to mitigate that, and by moving it to the right and moving it up. Well, I walked inside the bathroom, and I got to thinking, our window inside that wall in the bathroom is centered perfectly, and our bathtub is supposed to be centered perfectly, and the bathtub is supposed to be centered perfectly on that window. So if you shift that window over, of course, then your bathtub wouldn't be centered on the window anymore. Of course, you could move the bathtub over, and you could change the design. So you have to decide, whenever you're making a change, what does it affect, and do I like that change, and things like that. So I didn't like that change, so I went back outside and I looked at the front, and I looked how it's centered. And also the main thing, and we'll use Bahay Kubu for an example. We have a doorway, and our doorway is centered on the apex of the roof. Well, pretend there's a window right here, and it's a square window, which is the same window on the front of the house. And if we move it to the side and it's not centered, instead of being right here centered, and it's centered over here, that's going to look really odd from the outside. So what I did was, I made the call just now. We sat down and we talked about it in detail. We're going to leave everything like it is right now. We're going to leave the window and arch. We're not going to change anything. What we are going to do to mitigate the problem, remember, the original problem was the ledge and the bottom of the window was meeting up with where the roof line comes to the wall. We needed to shift up just a little bit. That's the reason why we were going to shift up. Well, what I decided to do was to eliminate the ledge inside there. The ledge will give us, about maybe 5, 6, 7 centimeters of space, somewhere around that one. And we need 10 centimeters of space is what we need to be above the roof line, above that roof line. So if we eliminate the ledge, and we do a little fill inside there, we make our window frame, maybe this much smaller. So we have just a little bit of wall space, and then you have the roof line that goes down there. By doing it like that, we don't have to change anything underneath there. And what I was concerned about, one of the things I was concerned about, was the height from the top of the arch to the ceiling. But when you put your eaves in, which is what they did today, and you put your soffit inside there. We haven't talked about it yet, but on the front of the eaves, where the sea purlin is, it goes at like a 45-degree angle, maybe less than a 45-degree angle. And what happens is your fascia that goes on the front of that goes at an angle like that. Then it drops down, it goes in. So all that space that I thought was going to be there is not, because it's going to be boxed in for the soffit. And so it's not going to be nearly as bad as I thought it was, and that's what we had to go through every one of the details. So I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be good, and definitely from the aspect of looking at it from the front of the house, I think it'll look much better. And the big thing is, remember, we're losing that ledge, but if you look at how it works with the rest of the house, only the rectangular windows have ledges. You see the arch up there? That arch has no ledge. These arches have no ledges. And the back of the house, we have no ledges on the back of them because they're very big sliding glass windows inside there. So it will actually be more in tune with the rest of the design of the house. I think we'll be good. So that's the call for the day on that one. Anyway, it's very late in the afternoon. We're not going to go through the entire house and like we normally do with a wrap-up. But what I will do is I say, well, we had some tile work. Well, we were successful with some tile work inside the basement, both in the CR and on the basement floor. We were successful with a lot of the shoring up of the sea purlins with the angle iron, and also a lot of the eaves, part of the truss system eaves, and which will attach a soffit. That was done today. So a lot of stuff. They were very busy on the roof today. A lot of skim coat was done in different places, and they worked on the roofing, the ceiling tin works inside the master bedroom when they got their drill bit again. And oh, of course, we can't forget what went on over in the fence line. We poured 3 columns today, and the base of whatever footer was left over, so all the footers are done, and each day they will be doing 3 at a time until we finish the entire side over there. Then we will start putting up the concrete hollow block, just like we have out here. So a lot of good work done today, and there was other stuff that was done today, and I of course I can't have my finger on the pulse of every single thing that goes on, and you can't either. You just you look at the things that are the most important and things that you can observe on all day long. It's like triage. You kind of walk around and you sense what needs your attention the most. Like I will tell you right now, one of the things that was, I'm glad I was there, was, you know, the niche inside the CR in the basement. They're doing the tiling, and tomorrow I didn't capture it at the very end, but it was I captured maybe a couple hours ago, so you see where they're going with that. But inside the niche, every niche that you build in a shower, whether it's a regular niche where you put your shampoo inside your shower stall, or the niche in the wall inside there where the sink is going to be housed and our control valves and everything like that. The base of a niche always has to have an angle so your water doesn't set up in the back corners, so it trickles out and goes down the wall, and it will dry properly. And when I walked inside there, he was doing it perfectly level inside there. So I said, no, it doesn't have to be, it does not need to, it cannot be squared on the bottom. All the other parts of the framing inside there, yes, let's make that squared. But on the bottom, let's put a little bit of an angle. So he made the correction inside there. Had I not done that, then water would have been sitting up in the corner. And every time I took a shower inside there, I would have to have a sponge or something like that to do that. So that's what I'm talking about, that you would need attention for things just like that. So anyway, let me close and get back to the house, get this edited, and get out to you for tonight. So anyway, before I do go for today, I have one shout out, and I wasn't going to do shout outs today, but I found one that was really cute, and it's by it's from Michael Calabio, and he and his 5-year-old son Kobe, they watch My PI Dream together. And you know, I love when fathers and sons, or fathers and daughters, and mothers and sons, mothers and daughters, they get together and they watch building, and they learn, and they share that experience. Well, anyway, Kobe is building a Lego house, and he said the house that he's building, he wanted to pass along that this is James's house that's being built. It's Villa FELIZ in the Lego style. I hope I get a picture from Dad. He said he was going to send me a picture. If I do, I'll post that later on. So anyway, that's it for today. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed, and you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, which is going to be build day 175. Wow, 175 days into the build so far. It's crazy, isn't it? And it's going to be Saturday, but it's a work day for me. It's a work day for these guys. But we will be hopefully one day closer to getting this thing closed. So anyway, you have a wonderful day.